Don't take anything away from these characters.
Don't be like me.
Don't be a Jamie.
Don't be a Jamie. Hi, my name is Derek Liavas. I am a junior, and I'm playing the role of Jamie.
My name is Amelia McNeil. I am a senior, and I both produced this show and am playing Kathy. The last 5 years is about a relationship between two people that takes place over the course of 5 years. Jamie tells the story from the beginning to the end, while Kathy tells it from the end to the beginning. I have a lot of fun doing, there's a audition sequence called Climbing Uphill, and I have a lot of fun with that because I have kind of a section where it's singing the tune of the song that I've been singing a bunch as like my audition piece, but then my character's inner monologue is the words I'm singing, and so it's really funny.
I would have to say my favorite piece is probably the next 10 minutes.
Aww.
It is the only song in the show where we are actually singing together. It's like our meeting point in the middle, and I think it's just a very romantic and climactic piece, and yeah, it's just very cute.
I think one that I kind of dread when it's coming up is I Can Do Better Than That, because I'm supposed to be driving a car.
You are.
And I'm not supposed to be driving like this. I'm supposed to be driving like more realistically, and I always get really self-conscious about like, am I driving right? Like, do I drive weird?
The most challenging piece I have would be Nobody Needs to Know.
Yeah.
I won't spoil what happens, but essentially my character has made a decision during this piece, and it is very like emotionally demanding, and it's also, again, it's challenging, but it's one of my favorite pieces because it's so challenging.
Around last March, I started thinking about my capstone, and I started trying to think about it performance-based capstone, and how a lot of the time people who are interested in directing can just like pick a show that they want to direct and do that as part of the theater season. And I kind of said, well, why can't I be in one? I decided to take on this kind of producer role, getting the show approved, working with some of the creative decisions. And I worked closely with Scott, who's our director, to kind of do the concept for the show. I got to do the character study and work on the music and put all of those things together.
The challenge with balancing is that obviously we spend a lot of time working on the show outside of class schedules and work and other commitments, but obviously you prioritize the things that you care about, and this is something I would say we're both pretty passionate about, so it's definitely worth, you know, having to move schedules around and stay up a little bit later than normal getting homework done, but you know, if you want to make it happen, you do, so it's just a bit of a balancing act. So
yeah. I would say for me, just kind of like Derek said, this is something that I prioritize. This is, you know, what I want to be when I grow up. It's not a real sacrifice to have to, you know, stay up late or rearrange things or anything, because I'm getting to do what I want to do, which is pretty cool.
Well, what is his name? See, now I'm forgetting the character's name.
Show?
Light in the Piazza.
Oh. It's something Italian.
It's something Italian. One of my favorite musicals is a show called The Light in the Piazza, which is a kind of a mix between classical musical theater and actually going back to the roots of like opera and operettas, because it has a very classical score and it takes a lot more of like the classical singing elements. And there's like this tragic love story between Clara, the lead ingenue, and then Fabrizio, who I would love to play one day because he's got some really fun operatic tenor parts, and he sings in Italian, which is cool, Italian and English, so it's kind of a merge of those two styles of show, and I really do enjoy it. So.
One of my dream roles would have to be Guinevere in Camelot. I think she has a lot to work with, and I think that just vocally, my style kind of meshes with that character. I was in Camelot when I was 17, and I was in the ensemble, but I kept being like, I want to play Guinevere someday.
I'd say one of the lessons I'm going to take away about the show in general is that you can achieve some pretty awesome things in a very short amount of time. This is one of the quickest rehearsal processes, but it's been about what, like
It's been 3 weeks so far.
3 weeks since
This
school
is week
started.
4 and this is tech.
We rehearsed a tiny bit over the summer, but 3 weeks since school started. And so just the amount of work that we've smushed into those 3 weeks has honestly been amazing.
I think for me, because of kind of the scope of my role in this, it has been interesting to figure out. I mean, I kind of knew in my head all the different things that had to go into doing a show, but I didn't really have experience facilitating them. And that was a lot harder than I thought it would be, I guess. And so I think I have a greater respect and awe for the people who do that kind of management and production. The Last 5 Years is playing at the Mill Theater this Thursday, September 21st through Sunday, September 24th. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday shows are at 7 p.m. and the Sunday show is at 2 p.m. We hope to see you there.